And he's talking about he's got a very young girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you've been paying attention to Dane Cook, he's pulling a Jerry Seinfeld. Back in the day when Jerry Seinfeld was dating Shoshana Lonstein, he was 40 and she was 18 years old. I'm still not sure how they met. If he was walking by a
high school
one day and he saw a beautiful curvy gal walking around, I'm not sure. But Dane Cook has been dating his girlfriend for 2 years, and she is currently 20. He's 46?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. He has a very young girlfriend. If you follow him...
His brother stole that money from him, so, you know...
He needed to pick me up.
Yeah.
If you follow him on Instagram, you see a lot of photos of them. Cute girl, but she looks... really young.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she
18,
looks
yeah.
20. Yeah.
She's a youngin'.
It's like when who else has got the like Selena Gomez. I don't know how old she is currently, but she still looks like she's 12 years old. And this girl looks really, really young. But Dane Cook, he's smitten. Things are going great.
People get a little bit persnickety sometimes with the relationship. I'm 47, she's 20.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That was the best laugh of approval I've ever heard. Here's the thing about it, and I'm just going to say this, I can say that, you know, I know she's backstage and stuff. I look at her, she's the kindest, sweetest, I love her, and you know what, every once in a while, I think to myself, man, I don't even deserve this kind of girl, and then once in a while, I'll say to myself, you know what, where have you been all my life? And then I realize she wasn't alive for the first 28 years of it.
I mean, what 46-year-old guy would not instantly fall in love with a 20-year-old girl? I mean,
This is also what his comeback tour to be more likable is. He's off to a great start.
Is that what it is, to be more likable?
I mean, he's telling it like it is. That's what he said, right? That's the name of this tour.
But
he's telling it like it is, and as it is, a 47-year-old man wants to bang a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I've always felt very ambivalent about Dane Cook. Like, on the one hand, I know he has a rep for, you know, ripping other people off or whatever, but I always, wanted to like Dane Cook. I always wanted to root for the guy. Yeah, his brother ripped him off. I mean, that sucks.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine was in that movie Waiting with him, and he said Dane Cook was just a nice guy, like a hell of a dude and all that. But he got a really weird rep.
Well,
for being just kind of a jag-off, and I never quite understood
He got so famous, and he was just, like, and he didn't have any real way of releasing, or, like, he was always just go, make more money, sell more tickets, do that.
Because I feel like that was almost, wasn't he almost like, it was pre-social media, too?
Well, he
just
capitalized
at the cusp
off of MySpace.
Is that what it was?
So he's like he made his comedy career from MySpace.
Oh, okay.
He blew up on MySpace. He had millions of fans, was selling out theaters, and is really like the first self-made comedy superstar.
Okay.
Everything that like Louis did later, Dane did first in his own way.
Gotcha.
He made some more mistakes than Louis did,
right?
But they both messed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But he really built an audience without using anything other than the internet. Word of mouth made Dane Cook huge.
I mean, we played
I was a big fan of Dane Cook. Like when I was 18 years old, his first Comedy Central special that was like a half an hour, where it's got like the
drums with
set
I remember that. Yeah.
That was
really
magic
funny
to me. I thought that was so funny. And then I kind of grew out of it as I learned more about other comics. I'm like, oh, because his writing dropped off a lot from what it was when he was, still trying to build himself up. And then we got to a point where people were laughing at him just moving around, like, oh, he's just so funny.
Okay.
Because it wasn't his, I don't know. It was just more of like a thing. It was more like, well, I love Dane Cook.
Okay.
And it wasn't about the comedy.
Well, after his brother embezzled all that money from him, we played the clip a few months ago, but I think it was on Tom Segura's podcast, actually. And he was like, I rented arenas for myself. Like, I paid so that people could, rather than to try to make that money back. Yeah. Which you're fortunate if you can do that. But anyway, so, Dane Cook's back on the road and doing a thing, and he's got a young girlfriend, and I say God bless him.
Yeah.
All these guys are like, what? It's like, hey, man, whatever. They've been together for 2 years. That's longer than you might expect, you know.
It's most of her life. It's all of her adult life.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, you know, if you're in that audience and you hear that, you go, wait a second. You do the math on it. First, you do the math between their ages, and then you start talking about, we just celebrated 2 years. And then people go, wait a second. So how did they meet? LA's weird, though. You know, you can meet you don't have to be at a high school to meet a high school girl. You should be in a club. That's how these guys get in trouble. Yeah. Oh, I'm 25. Mm-hmm. Oh, are you? You find out she's 18. Alex Trebek says that why should he worry about anything? His time on Jeopardy could be running out, but he's had a great life.
Yeah, he really has.
He said.
How old is he?
Alex Trebek?
Yeah.
He's 70, I think. 70-something.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm walking away from Jeopardy, just trying to get healthy and just live out in peace.
Oh, he's 79.
Okay, so he
just turned 79, yeah. But he's talking about leaving Jeopardy early because...
leaving early at 79.
After 35 years. Mm-hmm. But, you know, again, this is a gig he wanted to keep on doing, and he said that because he thought he was in remission from pancreatic cancer, is that what he's got?
Yeah.
It's usually a death sentence when you get that. And but he a couple weeks ago said he had to start taking chemo treatments because it was back. And the chemo jacks up your mouth. And
it's the Dane Cook of cancers. It just won't go away. It just keeps coming back.
Alex Trebek has the Dane Cook of cancers. That's right. If you remember only 2 quotes from Bill Squire today, the other one is, I would root for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Against Nazis! You always leave that part out.
I'm sorry. I did leave that part out.
Not
all right.
any other time.
Parenthetically, against Nazis. And Alex Trebek has the Dane Cook of mouth cancer. That's not even...
of cancers, yes.
Come on. It just keeps coming back. Yeah, but Dane Cook, you want to come back, don't you? You want him to be happy.
I don't know.
I wouldn't want millions of dollars embezzled from me, from a family member I trusted.
Also, you want to steal jokes from comics too? Yeah.
Come on. Everybody steals from somebody. Anyway, Alex Trebek says that he could be ending his time on Jeopardy sooner rather than later.
I will keep doing it as long as my skills do not diminish, and they have started to diminish. I talk to the producers about this all the time now. I say, look, I'm slurring my words. My tongue doesn't work as well as it used to. The chemo has caused sores inside my mouth. It makes it difficult for me to speak and enunciate properly. They said, well, we don't notice. I said, yeah, I notice those things. And I'm sure there are observant members of the television audience who notice also. But they're forgiving.
What a great voice he's got, though.
Oh, he's magical.
But Alex Trebek, you know, I mean, one of the great parts of Jeopardy is when he has to enunciate things from another language. You know, the Puy de Paul, the FIFA Paul is in this country. And if he can't do that anymore, oh my goodness. A world without Alex Trebek. Because I think everybody was like, he's gonna beat this, he's gonna be fine, and he might be. I'm no doctor. But it doesn't sound like things are moving in the positive direction. Feels like he got some good early news, and then it's kind of taking the toll that it might otherwise normally take on a non-famous person. I got $1,000 here for you. Go a long way towards something. That ain't no small amount of money. $1,000 is $1,000. You can go fund yourself right now. Good luck.
$1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword ROCK, R-O-C-K, to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's ROCK to 200-200. Go fund yourself on WMMS.
I was reading that cops, Sunday night, 400 people were in a house. Somebody rented on Airbnb. It was J.R. Smith's old house out in Bay Village. Now, I live out that way, and I used to complain all the time when Ray would be blasting his Bugatti through the neighborhood at 2 in the morning.
Are you being facetious or being for real?
I mean, for real.
Oh, is you really hear him?
Yeah.
Are there gated communities in Bavalage?
No. There are homes with gates in front of them and around them.
I don't understand why someone of that caliber would live in. Just
there are
normal
like
neighborhoods.
subdivisions, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not,
And it's like a house that's right on the lake. It's
on the lake.
gorgeous.
I think athletes should live in neighborhoods amongst other athletes. I don't think you should have any
This
neighbors.
is Cleveland. It's not. Where's
There's
it going to
plenty. There's plenty.
So you don't know how long you're going to be in town. So you got all these young guys living in apartments.
Yeah, they live right above Crocker Park.
Yeah. My mother-in-law knows more of the Cleveland Indians than I'll ever know because they were her neighbors. When she first moved here, she was living at Crocker Park, and all these new Indians were her neighbors. Somebody rented the $2 million home on Lake Road through Airbnb that J.R. Smith used to own. And I don't know, they were shooting a rap video or something. I don't know what, but said that no arrest.
It took 12 hours for them to get everybody out of there.
It said no arrests were made, but obviously that's a part of the area where a lot of people are going to call and complain. Loud partying and fights and public urination, marijuana use and gunfire. But they said those accusations were unfounded. So what happened was you had a whole bunch of
people.
You had a whole bunch of Karens on the phone going, "There's gunfire next door.
I think they're shooting.
They're shooting. I saw a lot of black people over there."
Ross, do something. They're shooting.
They got Bay Village, Westlake,
They're
and
shooting a rap video.
Bay Village, Westlake, and Ohio State Highway Patrol came out to break up the
Oh
party.
my gosh, this is why.
Did I get to be in the video?
One, this is why we can't have nice things, and two, you white people need to calm down. Like, they heard it was a bunch of black people, so they brought in the damn SWAT team to get everybody out of the house. It's not
but
that
people,
serious.
but people pay a lot of money to live in a place like that.
So
and
did
they.
they.
Huh?
So did the people shooting the video. They shot.
Well, no, they rented a house on it. They rented it on Airbnb. They didn't buy the place.
One night.
Well, 12 hours.
Was it? What night was it?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Okay, it's a Sunday. Ooh, come on.
Well,
All right,
it was
people.
like Saturday going into Sunday, I think.
Okay.
So if it's a Saturday, man, come on now. It's this weekend. That's the night for partying. And if you have a beach house,
It's the freaking weekend.
man.
Well, it's not really. It's like a cliff house.
No,
it
is a beach house. Like, I'm sure it probably has like a little private beach for you to walk down. Whatever. You guys need to calm down. It's a Saturday night. People go and party on the weekends.
Well, what's funny is that, the comments. My favorite are always the comments on these stories, too. Okay?
Well,
People are
they're
like,
level-headed.
this wasn't Airbnb. These people broke in. I'm like,
Sure.
I have a feeling there would have been more than a few arrests if 400 people broke into a house. I'm curious what they paid on Airbnb for that.
I think it said like it was like $1,300 or $1,500 a night.
That's it? For a $2 million house?
$1,300 a night is expensive.
Not for a $2 million house on Airbnb on the lake.
But for
$1,300.
But for one night?
For one night.
I would rent that for $1,300 a night if I
Do
knew
it.
that. Yes.
Shoot a rap video.
Just play it off like you can do that every time.
We're going to shoot a video of Poundcake doing sports calls that we write for him.
Every time you have like a date and you have to bring her back to your house, you rent out that same house every single time she comes over. So she thinks you live in a $2 million house.
Hey, how's the dating going? It's good, but it's really expensive.
Really.
What, does she have expensive taste? No, I have to rent this $1,300 a night house. Why don't you have any of your own things here?
But you get laid every single time.
Right. How come you don't? I'm house poor. The house cost me a lot of money. I'm hoping to furnish it.
What you say is, because I'm waiting on a girl like you to furnish it. And she's like, ah! She falls back. She grabs her weave. She calls all her girlfriends.
I'm waiting for a girl like you to furnish it.
Yep.
That's a guy saying, I want you to buy me furniture.
No,
Also,
I need a girl like you.
Airbnbs are furnished.
Yeah, it's just someone renting out their house.
Yes, but it'd be like, it doesn't have any character. There's no pictures of you. Like, where is your family? You're like, nah. Like,
why does this place have pictures of other people?
My house ain't complete yet. I was waiting for a girl like you to put the touch on it. She's like,
Put up pictures.
yeah, pictures of me and you. Like, when we went to the Champs-Élysées as a Boozema Bay. Like, when we went to...
The what?
I don't know.
Champs-Élysées.
The what? And where is that? Where's the Champs-Élysées?
France somewhere?
Yeah, it's in Paris.
Paris.
Yeah, I've been there. What did you call it?
Champs-Élysées.
The Champs-Élysées. I like how he tries to slide it over to me. Yeah.
Is your cerebrium okay?
I think his cerebrium sprung a leak.
I like the way it rolls off the tongue.
It did not roll. It clunked.
Even though it was wrong, but
Yeah.
what is it really called? Without me butchering it.
The Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Yeah.
I was close.
You weren't close.
What?
You didn't know you were. You're going.
I said the Champs-Élysées as opposed to
Champs-Élysées. You're not even. Forget it.
Sean, you're saying Sean Lazier.
Yeah. Yeah. He's my French liaison between English and.
I wouldn't be.
But how did that work into the how did the Champs-Élysées work into a conversation with a lady at an Airbnb
Because
house?
I said we would take pictures there, and I would put them up in my house. You got to have stuff like I've been all over the world, and I'll take you everywhere, baby. Leaning Tower of Pisa, like we'll take pictures in front of all those places.
You know how those ladies want to go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It's one of their top destinations. They want to get that selfie for the gram.
And
yeah.
They want to do a picture of them like sticking their arm out, like they're holding it up.
It's funny.
How bitches do.
Alan, Airbnb is pretty cheap. I rented a 6-bath, 5-bedroom house with 2 fireplaces, a piano, and a hot tub for $300 a night. Where was that?
I was going to say, where was it?
Last Airbnb we rented was in Chicago for a wedding, and it happened to be across the street from our old apartment.
Oh, yeah?
We look out the window and see our old apartment. And I don't think it was crazy expensive, but Airbnb is just weird to me.
Depends, too.
Because it's someone's home.
Yes, it's like
so
you're
strange,
sleeping in their bed, and oh my god!
My boy,
I'll get a hotel.
my boyfriend his family has like a rental property. Like I guess his family does that as like a one way of
Like a
income.
side hustle.
But he says it's real funny because they take trips there. They celebrate Christmases at their various properties, and then the rest of the year they're just running out to Airbnb. So I'm like, you guys have Christmas and Hanukkah or whatever you guys do there, and then someone else comes in and just smashes, and you guys got to clean it up.
Wow, show me the family that celebrates Christmas and Hanukkah. Well done.
Whatever.
Yom Kippur starts at sundown tonight.
Ooh, what's that?
Look it up.
I can't spell it.
It's a day of atonement.
It's
Have
when
it.
they-
You want people to have an easy fast.
once a year, Jewish people get to be forgiven, and it's on Yom Kippur.
So they got to run quickly.
You know how you're. What?
You said they got to fast.
Oh, shut up.
You know that the word fast doesn't mean to run, right?
right.
Just okay. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Alan, I get it.
I don't know what he's trying. I don't get it. That's the question. I don't. How do we get from Champs-Élysées to run fast on Yom Kippur?
Nazis versus Poundcake. Who you cheering
Nazis.
for?
The one time I'm rooting for Nazis is against Poundcake. I'm sorry. You found that's my kryptonite,
Damn,
Bill. You
I'm
finally
a
found it.
One-man army. You
That's
ain't
right.
gonna work for
Goebbels
me.
v. Brown. Set up Joseph Mengele against Poundcake over here. Maybe you can do some experiments on your cerebrium.
Don't know what to say.
Alan, I stayed in former Rhode Island governor's mansion in Newport for $275 a night.
That's
They're renting out the governor's mansion.
Former. It's an old one.
So they have a new one.
Oh, I thought he meant the former he means the former mansion. Oh, I see. I misread that.
That's pretty cool.
275. I bet you that place is haunted.
We rented a $5 million house in La Jolla for $300 a night,
What?
sitting on Mount Soledad. Jesus. I guess the deals are there if,
Yeah, if you don't mind somebody else's sex crumbs, I would deal with that.
There's sex crumbs everywhere.
Yeah,
know
there
that.
really are. For $300 a night, you could put up with some sex crumbs.
And any hotel's got sex crumbs as well.
But you would think the illusion is that they clean and it's fresh every single time you lay on the bed.
That's the same illusion with Airbnb.
No, I would kind of expect. We have someone else's blankets. It's already like decorated as like someone. The room has character. It's not just like a staged room. Like someone actually lives there. That is someone's Uncle Pete up there mounted on the wall.
Uncle Pete mounted on the wall?
Yeah, in a
Now, I
picture
would pay to
frame.
stay in a house. Oh, a picture of Uncle Pete, not Uncle Pete mounted on the wall.
No, he's not
like
stuffed.
like a gazelle head. He said I stayed in a room with Uncle Pete mounted on the wall. All right.
It's the
Well, listen,
Leatherface room.
I guess Airbnb they have to find a way to make it cheaper than hotels to
that's
compete.
that's
But
amazing.
you're still in somebody else's, I don't know. Because a hotel room, yeah, a lot of people stay there, but it's kind of neutral territory, Somebody else's house.
Well, there's a lot of people
Like,
that have
oh,
properties.
there's their spoon.
Yeah, but a
and
lot of
there's
people-
their coffee maker.
They have those properties just for those, just to rent out on Airbnb.
That
and
is
then
true,
they'll
'cause some people don't
block
live
off their weeks when they're
Yeah.
like, okay, I want this for Christmas or
The place
4th of
we
July.
stayed in, people lived there.
Yeah, that's weird.
And when they would go away for the weekend, they would rent it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't want that.
No. All right, listen, let me break. I'm going to, if you want to text 35192 and AlanCoxShow.com for everything else, if you want to watch there.